There you go. There you go.
Welcome everyone to our 2022 commencement for Brightwater, a Center for the Study of Foods. My name is Vince Pinalto, chef instructor of baking and pastry here at the school. I am so excited for you all tonight, albeit remotely from Milan. I want to thank all of our attendees tonight, the students, their families, distinguished guests, faculty and staff at Brightwater and NY. Tonight, we are all gathered to celebrate the accomplishments of the students. They've all been challenged, some or most have struggled, but all have endured. During this group's tenure here at Brightwater, not only have they learned culinary and baking skills, how and where food comes from, how foods from around the world are different but still similar, they've all had to do it while navigating the unknown. A pandemic, and we succeeded. You have done it. The faculty and staff of Brightwater and NWAC want to extend our congratulations for getting to a finish line. And I did say that properly, a finish line. For many, graduating from a program seems fine. My education is done, complete. But I'm going to tell you, your journey just started. My advice is this. Keep learning. Everywhere you take a job or a stage or even travel, learn. Become a sponge for the knowledge of foods and culinary traditions of others. And that is how you will develop your own culinary vision. For some of you, this time at Brightwater was used to better hone skills that you already had in culinary and baking. For others, the struggle was real. And you had to work harder and smarter and longer than some of your peers, but you did it. And we, your instructors and staff here at Brightwater, are so proud of all that you were able to accomplish. And now I'd like to introduce our Executive Director, Marshall Shackwood.
Looking out to my right and left, I know all of you miss Vince. We all miss Vince too. But it was very important for Vince to be here with us in one way or another. You know he is here in heart, body, and mind. Chef Vince Pinalto has educated every single one of these students and has shaped who they are. So they've become part of our extended families. Graduates, if you've crossed a finish line, Vince is so true and spot on with that statement. Your race is beginning again. For many of you who actually graduated in the fall, your race has started and you're a couple of miles ahead. But this is an ongoing race. Learn every day. Keep that toolbox and add to it as you're journeying. But at this time, I want to welcome everyone to the fall and spring white coat ceremony. Now, you may wonder why we call it a white coat ceremony. This is the time when our students, and we call them students at this point when they're wearing these black chef coats, they are going to join the ranks of culinarians around the world. The fraternity, sorority, gang, whatever you want to call it, of culinarians who go from being commis, French term for student, to chefs, culinarians. And they have a lot to learn before they earn the title of chef, but they are definitely culinarians with what they've earned with us. But graduates, I want you to put the papers down and I want you to stand up. Because at this time, I want you to actually acknowledge the people that it took to get you here, the staff, the faculty, and most importantly, your families. Please acknowledge them. I'm going to make you stand the rest of the time. No, I'm joking. One of the things with chefs, we're always pranksters and sarcastic. It's just, it's prerequisite to become a chef. But graduates, without these people, your journey would be impossible. You could go through the process of trying to figure out how to get into this world, but they made it possible. Your families, the love, the care, eating some really good food, eating some food that was questionable that you brought home. They tried it and they gave you feedback. Without the staff being here, opening the building, making sure it's clean, making sure you had product, and without the faculty, your education would not have happened. So they truly, truly are part of your journey, and you should remember who they are. But on the other side of it, you impacted us. We watched you grow. We watched you change. We watched you argue about this and this. We watched you wear them, and then we watched you throw them away at the end of the day. But you made it through one of the most difficult times in our lives. Congratulations to you. I am incredibly proud of you as being the executive director of the program and very, very fortunate to have my staff, my faculty, and you as students. Right? And I solemnly mean that. Some of you have become somewhat friends. But truly, you are amazing, and I want you to know that. And as you all saw a very wonderful human being walk in here yesterday, Mr. Lissmore, one of the things I'm going to take from him, you do you. Be you, you can't be anybody else, but learn every single day. With that, it's my honor to actually introduce one of my peers and friends, Chef Adam Simmons, who will introduce our keynote speaker.
This one's kind of special. This is one of the first times we've been able to introduce an actual graduate from Brightwater to come back and speak to a graduating class. Stephanie Long is the owner of Cake Occasions, a small batch artisanal bakery founded in 2015. She specialized in baked goods from just small pastries all the way up to 6-tier wedding cakes. She graduated from Brightwater in 2018. Right at the beginning, or right before we all started getting used to the pandemic, with an AAS in baking and pastry arts. While at Brightwater, she earned a James Beard High South Scholarship and a Brightwater Creative Award for her class. After graduating, she earned her bachelor's degree in business administration from University of Arkansas Fort Smith. While there, she received several business plan recognition for the Cake Occasions, including a Global Student Entrepreneur Award. She was named among the top 22 female student entrepreneurs by Women's Business Enterprise National Council. Upon completion of her graduation, she focused on growing her presence with her Cake Occasions business in Northwest Arkansas. And of course, we always have to worry about the online presence. And so she was able to strengthen her online presence and connect with bakers from around the world. I want you to give her a big round of applause. Stephanie Long, this is our first graduate to come back and speak.
Thank you guys. guys all for having me here today. I'm so proud to be back as an alum. So like you said, my name is Stephanie Long, and I am a proud alum of this program. I was from the class of 2018, technically 2017. So like some of you, I came back with my spring graduates. It's truly a special day for you, and I'd like to first off congratulate you from all of your achievements that you've created this far. Like they mentioned, I am the owner of the Cake Occasion, where we specialize in all things sweets. I started my business when I was just 17 years old. 5 days after my high school graduation, I had a foot surgery, leaving me in crutches and a knee scooter for the entire summer. Basically a teenager's worst nightmare. Now I have my love for baking, and now that I finally had all this extra time, I decided to start posting the things that I was making online. I had the dream of one day owning a bakery, but never really knew that that was possible. People eventually started asking if they could buy my products. It led me to transitioning into farmers markets and then getting into the wedding industry. When I first started, any given Saturday, you could find me slinging cupcakes at any farmers market across the area. Now, whenever I first started, I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't even know Brightwater existed. I learned everything from YouTube tutorials, sitting in my mom's kitchen with my crutches, learning how to pipe buttercream roses. Now, along the way, people started mentioning, hey, you should take some culinary classes over at NWAC. I had no idea that these even existed. I decided to give it a try. At the time, we were at the Old Mercy Hospital over in Rogers. This facility did not even exist. I spent about 2 semesters over at that facility. Then we got the word of this gorgeous plan for this building. Now, while we were there, we had one kitchen that we shared with all of our classes and all of our students and the other organizations that were in that facility. So when we got the word of coming over here to 4 gorgeous kitchens, this amazing meeting space, and brand new equipment, we were truly being a little bit spoiled. I got to spend about 3 semesters here on this facility, meeting a couple of the staff that's here now, but since then, they've been able to bring on some amazing extra people. Now, I finally graduated with my baking and pastry degree, from there transferring over to UAFS down in Fort Smith. Now, like I always say, the business side is the boring part, so we won't dwell too much on that. We'll focus on the stuff that we do in the kitchen. From there have been many twists and turns along the way. And I'm sure many of you can relate to this throughout your journey through completing this program, in your jobs, and even within your families. When writing our stories, it can be just like a cookbook. Some recipes are really sweet, while some recipes have just a little bit too much salt. Now, I once heard a quote by Chef Jose Andres, and he said, "When we go by the book, we lose our ability to adapt and to be creative." Sometimes you will find yourself without an ingredient or two. It will seem like everything is going wrong. If things don't go as expected, make the unexpected work in your favor and change the name of the dish. So as you move on from this chapter of your cookbook, be prepared to have a missing ingredient or two. But in the spirit of Chef Andres, this will never ruin the dish, but rather make it better. An ingredient can be anything from finally securing your dream job, which I hope some of you are about to accomplish now that you're graduating. Maybe buying your first house, or even as simple as the people that you surround yourself with. Just here at Brightwater, the people are the highest quality ingredients that you can possibly find. I mean, look at your directors, your instructors, and even your peers that are sitting right next to you. During my time at Brightwater, I learned more from the people around me than I could even imagine. I mean, just look at your classmates. You're each writing your own cookbook in a very different way. That way, you can bring in the creativity of one another to come together to create something amazing. Now, I urge you to stay connected and continue this creativity. Just from my graduating class, some of us are still in the kitchen. Some of us decided to stay at home and start a family, while others have pursued job opportunities in different places. But we've been able to stay connected and learn and grow together. Now, a foot surgery in the summer sitting at home was not an ingredient that I was hoping for. But I am so thankful that I was given that extra ingredient to bring me here to where I am today. Now, I'm thankful for this program and all that it's given me, both as a student and now as an alum. And I'm so excited for all of you to join my side on the Brightwater program to the alum status. So as you leave today, don't consider this the ending of your cookbook, but rather the beginning. Continue to not go by the book and write your very own story. So thank you all so much for coming today, and give me a hand to congratulate the class of 2022.
Now it really is time to begin the writing of the cookbook. I'm going to invite our department chair, Chef Steve Jenkins. Oh, sure.
At this time, we would like to call the graduates up and give them their toque and give them their white jacket and welcome them to the profession that they are in. So Chef Brittany Edelbuttle, would you call the names? Graduates, as she calls your name, would you please come up? There you go.
We're chefs, we're not performers.
Cora Bridges. Mallory Britt. Sarah Elizabeth Campbell. Georgia Cantrell. Julie Cheek. Jordan Crawford. Brenda DePew. Nathan Dosa.
So Nathan is the reason why we can't put toques on people's heads.
Brightly Etchegoyen. Anna Harrison. Jordan Ivers. Maddie King. Jason Lofton.
Jordan. Woo!
we had a hard time getting Jason to wear the black chef coat anyway. You can lose that. Put that one on.
Elizabeth Prime. Hannah Signs. Jed Smith. Joshua Smith. Calvin Thaya.
The other reason why we couldn't have chef coats on everybody's head.
Rebecca Weiberg. Jacob Acuna.
At this time, I'd like to ask all the graduates, would you please stand with me for the culinarian's code. So as a graduate of Brightwater, a Center for the Study of Food in Northwest Arkansas Community College, I pledge to share my professional knowledge and skill with all culinarians.
I pledge to share my professional knowledge and skill with all culinarians.
I will place honor, fairness, cooperation, and consideration first when dealing with my colleagues.
I will place honor, fairness, cooperation, and consideration first in dealing with my colleagues.
I will keep all comments professional and respectful when dealing with my colleagues.
I will keep all comments professional and respectful in dealing with my colleagues.
I will protect all members from the use of unfair means, unnecessary risk, and unethical behavior when used against them for another's personal gain.
I will protect all members from the use of unfair means, unnecessary risks, and unethical behavior when used against them for another's personal gain.
I will support the success, growth, and the future of my colleagues and Brightwater as an alumnus.
I will support the success, growth, and the future of my colleagues and Brightwater as alumnus.
Congratulations, graduates.
Culinarians, you just read a code that has been read by thousands of culinarians and chefs across the United States. I want to welcome you to our sorority, our fraternity, our gang, whichever you may choose it to be. Please be seated. At this time, I want to thank our Board of Trustees members in attendance, our college president, Dr. Jorgensen, and our cabinet members who are in attendance, and I want to thank them for their support of the programs at Brightwater and our graduates. And now, faculty, staff, and WAC administration, and most importantly, families, I present to you the graduating class of Brightwater Fall 2021 and Spring 2022. Tradition in the world of culinarians is to break bread. And when I finally stopped talking, and we stopped with presentations, behind you, your graduates presented a wonderful meal for all of you to break bread and kibitz with their faculty. Kibitz means to chat. I get told to stop talking in Yiddish to everybody, but to chat with faculty, staff, because we've spent a little bit of time with your family members here that are our graduates. Graduates, before I release you, I would like all of you to come up on stage so we can have a group picture. Families, thank you for sharing your family members with us. They have made a change on our lives. With each and every conversation, with times that we've gotten to share with them. And we truly, truly are incredibly proud of them. So again, I want to present to you our new culinarians. All of you, there's food behind you. Please enjoy.